Hey, what's going on, guys? Amy Nicholas back with an update on my $8 a day daily investment challenge. This is something I started on December 31st of last year, and so now we're at day 34 if you set aside weekends and holidays. So day 34, I'm happy to report, because I think on the last video, if I'm not mistaken, I think I was green on VU and not on VGT, or VGT was very, very low. The market is pretty much on an uptrend right now. That's who's to say, next update I do. But I'm happy to say we are seeing green across the board. My apologies for showing this as like a screenshot. There's no really good way to show you my Fidelity account that I've got this $8 a day challenge in. I've tried to show the mobile version. It looks terrible. You can barely read it. So I just took a screenshot from the Active Trader Pro, which is Fidelity's like desktop application if you're into more technical data and trading stuff. So anyways, VGT is on the top. We are looking at price point of what VGT was. I just took this screenshot like 20 minutes, like a minute ago, 1 or 2 minutes ago. And it was at 645.66, okay? So the very first set of green numbers next to the price is my profit. So VGT, I am in the money $8.20, which, like I said, I think I have to go back and watch my other video. I was either like up $1 or down $1. Like I definitely wasn't even over $5. So that's the news on that. The value of the account for VGT is 266.01. It's way over here on the end. 266.01. And it's, there's, when you buy these fractional shares, it is going to execute as best as it can, because I'm only buying $8 of a $645 stock. It will sometimes go through at $7.49 or $8.08. Like it's kind of random. You can't specifically buy precisely. So just keep that in mind, that sometimes these execute kind of in weird fractional amounts. I'm just glad that there's the option to do it. Now, next to this other number here, we've got a 3.18. I'm trying to remember. Just pulling up my other screen here real quick. 3.18 was percent gain. Okay, so basically, since I started investing, we're up 3.18% on VGT. And if you look at the column just below here, we're looking at VU, 2.43%. So VGT, only in the last couple of days has it gone up, because the Nasdaq, which is what VGT tracks, is the Nasdaq tech sector, has just started to finally move in an upward direction instead of staying stagnant or going backwards like it seemed to the entire month of January. Just in the last couple of trading days has it finally started drifting upwards. So we're almost at all-time highs with VGT. I believe all-time highs was somewhere between 646 and 648 maybe it tapped. So anyways, we're almost there. And okay, so VOO, which is the S&P 500 ETF that I'm invested in, it's 563.58 is the price point as of that screenshot, which you can now see. 11:22 a.m. Pacific is when I took that screenshot. $6.27 in the money. So on this account, I'm up profit $14.47. This is day 34. So only investing $8 a day, and this is, trading days, day 34. This isn't like 1 month, because like I said, I started on December 31st. So you can see we're in it like six and some weeks, right? And now in the money on both. Hopefully it stays in that direction. I don't know what the market is going to do, but I will continue to do $8 a day regardless. I'm just happy to see them both in the green and higher than they've been since my other reports with these with these updates to you. So yeah, my thoughts. Okay, so VOO, 563 is where we are at, and the S&P 500 has been repeatedly hitting resistance levels, right? Let's take a look. I wish I could turn on screen share real quick, but I'm basically just looking at where it's at. So the S&P 500 right now is 6,143.25. It is hitting a resistance level of about 61.8 to 6,200. If it does not cross this level, and according to ChatGPT, it thinks it's going to cross within the next 4 to 8 weeks, or else, look to the downside. But if it doesn't cross above that and we keep hitting resistance, that is going to lean in the direction of the S&P 500 going back down. Basically, think of it as like you're taking a hammer, and you're beating against a wall or something. Eventually it's going to break, right? It's got to break one way or the other. We keep tapping the same level over and over and over. And, we're at one of the highs right now. I'm just checking real quick if VU has I think VU has gotten up to like 565. I could be wrong. Looking back here, let's go back to a 3 month. Oh, I can't see 3 month. Let's see 6 month. No, we're literally at the high. Oh, wait, is there 565 in there? Sorry. I'm looking at Yahoo and the charts are not great. Anyways, we're right there, right? We're right near the all-time highs. Let's see, 52-week range. Yeah, 563.78 was the all-time high, which we hit today. So we are right at the all-time highs, meaning we've got to keep the grind going in order to move this sucker continuously in the upward direction. So hopefully this happens in the next 1 to 2 months, that we see, okay, we passed this key level, we continue up till whatever the next level of resistance might be. But it's one of the reasons that I have decided to hold off on investing in the S&P in any other capacity just yet. Even as a secondary dollar cost average into my IRA or anything. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I bought when it was lower. And that's all up and everything. But right now, it just feels very uncertain to continue to add too much into it. Because, again, you're buying at all-time highs. When I decided to do this $8 a day challenge, I was like, whatever the market's doing, like I'm in it. I want to do this as an experiment and just be really, really consistent with my investing, which is something I've struggled with in the last several years, and, just really kick myself for not putting hardly anything into the market. So now it's like game on, right? Now VGT, I'm not as skeptical on it, but I am somewhat skeptical because similar situation where we are, near all-time highs and it's tapping that resistance. If you look at the Nasdaq, like it's right at the resistance level. Like VGT's resistance, like I'm literally looking at a resistance chart on Fidelity. It's like literally at 645, which is literally what the price is right now. So it's going to be interesting to see these levels confirmed. By that, the closing trading day. Okay, so it doesn't really matter so much what these levels hit during the day, intraday, but do they close on these highs? That is the important factor. That confirms the trend, and then we can say, okay, we're moving on from here. But it's got to be a couple of days confirmed. It can't just be like one random day and then the next day it closes lower again. So it will be interesting to see what happens at the close today. And this is Wednesday. I'm creating this video. It's a short week. I don't know if that's one of the factors of why the market seems to be trending up. People are like, oh, I missed Monday. I got to jump in Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know. I think the stuff in the news has been a little less scary, and that's encouraging to people. So hopefully. But anyways, those are just my thoughts. So there we have it. I'll keep you updated on the next update. I'm kind of picking these random days. It's not like, oh, it's day 30 or day 20, whatever. Only because I just lose track. It's like, oh, I don't even remember how many days. I just know when I started, and what day is today. So day 34, here we are, $14 in the money total. VGT is currently winning, which I think I've only done one update video where VGT was ahead. So it's interesting to see, will it hold? Like, will these tech stocks continue to raise that price point, will S&P continue to go up? We shall see. Time will tell. But yeah, hope you are also seeing your portfolios rise. Feel free to join in anytime doing this challenge. The reason I chose $8, by the way, was to account for the loss of trading days, weekends, and holidays. So it equated to like $7 and some change if you literally could trade every day. But yeah, I decided 8 flat, we're in. And it's just been fun, like just really being consistent, watching the market, seeing what's happening, all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, feel free to check out my channel. Got other videos. I'm sharing updates on other investments that I do. I've started several daily investments now. SCHD, Axon, Netflix, Meta, lots of good stuff on here. So feel free to check it out. Subscribe if you want to hang around, and I'll see you on the next one.